Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
And Moses joins us on our desk for a first look at sports. We're talking hockey as the Lloydminster Bobcats hit the road to Bonnyville looking to win their 8th straight.
Hey, they had to face a tough team, though. It wasn't going to be a cakewalk for the Lloydminster Bobcats. Of course, the Pontiacs, winners of 11 of their last 12. You know this one's going to be a good tilt. Go to the highlights in the early second. With no score, Pontiacs 5-on-3. Brinson Pashnik, the one-timer, beating Alex Leclerc 1-0 for the home side. Now, 8 minutes after that, it's going to be Josh Jockman who will flip it out of the zone. The man called TBT, Troy Van Teetering, shows off his speed, blowing by the defender, going 5-hole and in, tying it up at 1 apiece. Now to the third period, Brennan Whistle will find Charlie Golicki on the doorstep. He is robbed point blank by Leclerc. Connor Odeline will swat the puck out of danger. 2 minutes to go in the third period. Odd man rush for the Cats. Taylor Mulder will go shelf on Oliver Charret. That's his first of the year, and a big sigh of relief for the big man as the captain gives his team the 2-1 edge. But less than a minute to go. The Yaks with the extra attacker. Brinson Pashnik will rip it from the point. Mulder stretches to block the shot, but the Cats can't clear. Brinson will feed his brother then Steen, who knocks it home with 13.5 seconds to go. We would go to OT, where it's going to be Bobcats rookie Noah Bald, who puts on a show as he sidesteps a defender, waits but can't beat Charret, and that's a huge stop by the then birthday boy. This one would go to a shootout where Bald will try to avenge that save. And you gotta check this out. Beautiful finesse from the 18-year-old, just nasty. Now Kyler Hain would be up next, and he outdoes himself as well, doing his best Claude Giroux impersonation. So after Kevin Dara and Steen Pashnik were stopped, Odeline trying to be the hero for the orange and black. He goes blocker side and in. The Bobcats win in the shootout 3-2 for their 8th straight.
You know, it's frustrating to give it back that late, but it's one of those things where, you know, we got the great block and then we turned it over right after the block. And unfortunately, you know, when you turn the puck over there, we had a couple forwards leave their man to go help. And, you know, the helping is right. Unfortunately, the wrong time. You leave somebody wide open on the backside, but it's the nature of the game. They can't all be pretty wins. So, you know, you find a way. In overtime, it should have ended. You know, Bald had an opportunity there to end it, but at least we got the shootout win.
For our young veteran lineup to come in here and compete with them, you can't help but be satisfied with the effort that they give over the 60 minutes. And we played the clock today. There's 13 seconds left before the game was over, and we pulled our goalie, and it showed that our guys show a lot of character by making sure that we fought right to the very end, and we were able to get a good, valuable point out of it.
Now, Lloydminster hockey teams have been unstoppable in the early going of the season, and the minor midget Rohan Rage are no different. The Rage are 3 points out of first in the North Division and have a tough test in a home-and-home with the St. Albert Flyers this weekend. Brett Morton reports.
The Rage are out to a 6-1 record to start their season, but will have to be prepared to play a complete game against the Flyers.
We know that we have to come out and compete for 60 minutes. I think we've got to be better at getting pucks out of our zone and be aggressive on the forecheck, and so that's what we're working on this week.
We set up practice on everybody doing their role, cycling the puck down low, knowing where we are, using our D-men, and just moving the puck fast, getting it deep and getting it done.
Although the Rage have had early success this season, they have struggled to play a full 60 minutes.
It's a mindset, and you know what? It's not me getting into their heads. They have to go out and believe that they put that 60-minute effort in, that they can be a top-tier team in this league. So once they start believing that, you know, it'll happen. So it's not any secret thing that I'm going to do. It's just keep preaching it, and hopefully they buy in eventually to that way of thinking.
The Flyers have only allowed 8 goals all season, so the Rage will have to capitalize on their scoring chances.
We have to get to the net, and we have to create havoc in front of their net, and part of it is they have a big defense core, and you know, so we just have to outwork them in front of the net and score greasy goals. We're not going to score a ton of pretty goals this weekend. We have to be greasy and go about it that way.
Game 1 is Friday night at the Rustway Arena, and the two teams then travel to St. Albert on Sunday for Game 2. Brett Morton, Newcap Sports.
The Rustlers women's volleyball team reached the win column for the first time in last weekend's sweep, but that's all in the past now as the ladies get set for their biggest challenge.
It was back to basics for the Rustlers at practice. Coach Austin Dyer making tweaks to the roster ahead of their home and home against one of the top teams in the province.
We got to compete. Kings is going to be a really good team. There's a good chance they might be the top team in the north. So for us, we got to show up, we got to play, and we got to be ready to battle.
Kings has a solid returning core to go along with a pair of transfers. And with 6'3" middle Jocelyn Van Ryk, the Eagles' attack has the Rustlers on high alert.
They have big swingers. They have swingers everywhere. They're aggressive servers. I think it's going to come down to serve and pass. So, I mean, for me, that's huge because I get to pass the ball. And so as much as I can help my team out, that's what I'm going to do.
All around, they have a lot of good pieces on their team and a lot of veteran players. So we're going to have to serve tough to try to put them out of system. And then on our side, we're going to have to run our offense to be able to put the ball away.
And just like last week, it's going to be a full team effort with the absence of Shelby Becker till the next semester due to injury.
Part of a team is picking it up when other people can't. So I think it's going to be big for us to see who steps up. And if we play as a team, we should be good to go.
We have to find a way to win without her. Yeah, she's a key piece and definitely scores points. But we got a lot of good players on our team. So different people have to step into different roles and do different jobs. And we got to figure out what our best lineup's going to be. As long as we have a team first attitude, we should be good to go, and everybody should be able to make a difference when they get to play.